I have a public service announcement. If you are relying on your job as your only source of income, you've gone through the whole thing, you've gone through the education system, you got your degree, you're working or whatever, and you've been doing this job and you're thinking it's gonna keep you safe, keep you living comfortably, I'm afraid to say you're very, very misinformed because things can change up for you very quick. And in the human species, the one trait which has allowed us to conquer all of this planet, possibly even other planets soon, is our adaptability, right? Our ability to conceive of a goal in our minds and go after it. So in this video, I'm going to show you 4 ways that you can become more adaptable, earn an income in this crazy, tremulous time. But before we get into those 4 strategies, because those 4 strategies are going to be killer, we have to figure out why it is that most people are still relying on this old system. Why most people, even though there's blood in the water, they're not jumping out. It's like there's a shark there eating people and people are just still swimming, still surfing. And the reason is because of our education system and the natural progression of that. When you go to school, they tell you to line up in a line. They tell you to put your hand up when you want to go to the toilet. Over here, can I go to the toilet? They tell you to read a particular chapter of a textbook, to practice for a particular exam, only study certain topics. So we learn these things when we're young, and when we're young, our brains are impressionable, they're easily programmed. It's incredibly easy for us to start learning that to survive in this world, to thrive in this world, we need to listen to orders. We need to be submissive. So we just kind of follow the status quo. We follow what other people are doing. Everybody else is relying on that one source of income. You're relying on that job because that's what everybody does. It's in the movies, it's in the TV shows. Your parents did it, your friends are doing it. This is the way to go. But now what a lot of people are experiencing is cognitive dissonance, because what they're taught is not what's going to help them survive in this new world. We're living in a new world now where things are changing rapidly. Things are changing rapidly, and if you haven't been paying attention in 2020, then I can't help you. Things are changing rapidly, and you can no longer rely on what used to work yesterday. You need to move forward, you need to develop new skills, you need to find new ways to make an income. It's okay to have your job, you still have it, but just don't rely on it, because this ain't the 1960s, right? This ain't the 1970s. This isn't work for 50 years at one company, get a pension, retire. Forget about that shit. You need to be adaptable. You're a man. You need to take care of yourself. So let's jump into those 4 techniques. Number 1, one important skill that's going to take care of you regardless of the economy, regardless of what happens, is sales. You need to learn how to sell. And not just sell items or products or services, but sell yourself. This skill is always going to be in fashion. It's always going to be profitable for you in many ways, because the reality is, in an economy where there's a bunch of losers, even in the Great Depression where people are poor, they got no food, they got nothing going on, there's always a bunch of people winning. There's always a bunch of people making amazing businesses, lucrative businesses, taking care of themselves. And people are always going to need salespeople. They're always going to need someone to help them sell their product, right? So if you can learn the skill set of persuasion, you're always going to be valuable. You see real estate agents, they make a lot of money, a lot more money than doctors in some cases if they know how to sell, because they are working from a point of leverage. When you sell, you often get commission. You get a percentage of whatever you're selling. So the more you sell, the more commission you make. It's a better model than working for an hourly rate. Leverage is what we're after. So master sales, and the easy way to do this is just read a bunch of sales books. Get into sales positions. There are a lot of companies out there looking for people to do sales for them. And it's even easier these days. You don't have to go door to door knocking on people and getting doors slammed in your face and people throwing water in your face and all that crap. You can do this digitally, right? Instagram, direct message, Facebook, LinkedIn. You just need to learn it. Pick up 10 or 15 good books on sales and go out there. Throw yourself out there. Just do it and iterate. Figure out what works, what doesn't. What are the hot buttons? And I guarantee that one skill, once you learn it, is going to serve you for the rest of your life. 2, another valuable asset for you is developing a personal brand. A personal brand is basically your own persona on the internet. It's your reputation on the internet, or just in life in general. We are moving in an age now where a lot of companies are valuing people with a personal brand, and people with personal brands have a lot of impact, have a lot of leverage. When you look at Joe Rogan, who just recently signed some $100 million Spotify deal, you can see the power of the personal brand at work. When you look at Dr. Phil, who definitely is not the best doctor in the world, but is probably one of the highest paid psychologists in the world, you can see the power of the personal brand. When you see Oprah Winfrey on the TV show, showing that secret book, and making that secret, the law of attraction nonsense, a bestseller just from her promotion, you can see the power of a personal brand. Now, I'm not telling you to be a mega influencer like these people, but start creating a community for yourself. Start building your presence. The easiest way to do this is maybe creating a YouTube channel or Instagram page and putting out valuable content, writing articles. Just get started. I know it seems overwhelming at the beginning. I did it too 5 years ago. I had no idea what the hell I was doing. But look, now you're watching this video. So the personal brand is going to assist you forever, because once you have a tribe of followers, once you have people that respect you, that watch you, opportunities are always going to be open for you. People will want to work with you in the future. People want to do business with you just because they respect you and they see you on TV or on YouTube or whatever. So start investing in building your personal brand, and that can revolve around whatever topic. Start by helping people, and you can't go wrong that way. That personal brand is going to pay great dividends for you in the future. 3, learn how to read and absorb information quickly. The art of learning is possibly one of the most important things you can do. Forget about all that schooling you did back in school or university or college. That was nothing. That's nothing. Life is a continuous school, right? You're always educating yourself, and you need to fall in love with the process of gaining new information, reading books, being able to find a book, any book, go through it and get the points, the information that's going to assist you in life. That's going to pay great dividends, because there are 2 types of people in the world: the people that watch Netflix all day and play video games, but buy the PS5 and wait outside and waste all their money on that shit, and people that actually invest in themselves, that read the books, that take the courses, that go through the audiobooks, that listen to podcasts, that watch educational videos on YouTube because they know that they're worth it. That takes a lot of self-esteem to invest in yourself that way. So reading is crucial. I average around a book a week. You want to get to at least a couple books a year. But what's more important than the quantity is actually taking in that information and internalizing it. What I like to do is keep notes on Google Sheets or Google Docs, and I always refer back to the books I read just to get the lessons really ingrained in my mind. Because when we talk about the subconscious mind, repetition is the most important thing. So when you find something good, watch it over and over and over again, or read it over and over and over again, listen to it over and over and over again. Then it's yours. You hold the power, you internalize that. And the last one, which is probably the most important one, get good at taking action. Don't sit back and be submissive waiting for your teacher or someone to tell you what to do because they're not here anymore. Take action and learn how to pivot. I do a lot of coaching with men that want to start businesses, that want to get on the internet and make an impact. And the biggest hurdle I see, the biggest setback I see, is that people are scared to take action. They've got all these theories in their heads. They got all these great ideas, thinking that Elon Musk or whoever, but they're not taking action. They're not adhering to a philosophy of ready, fire, aim, which I talked about in another video. You gotta learn to take action. Stop waiting for all the answers to be right. It's kind of like, imagine you're in a race, right? But you don't know exactly where the destination is. You're in the car, there's 2 other cars with you. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna wait until you have a GPS before you start the race? Or are you gonna drive aimlessly with other cars and not really know where the destination is? Or are you gonna take action and then start asking directions along the way and figuring out which general direction you should be heading and then keep going? Of course, you're gonna do the last thing, you're gonna do the latter. You have to take action. Action is what makes things happen. It's not enough to just think about it, to visualize it. All that stuff is good, but put the pedal to the metal, as they say, right? take action, go out there, make things happen, get the feedback. No such thing as failure in life. No such thing as failure. It's only data, right? Pivot, get that data, pivot, try again, try again. The only time you fail is if you keep making the same mistakes over and over again. But as we know, that's insanity. You don't want to do that. Those are the 4 things I have for you to become more adaptable in your market. Learn sales, build a personal brand, learn how to read effectively and learn your skills, and take massive action and be ready to pivot. Do this, and I promise you'll be one step closer to living and dying well. Thanks for watching the video. I appreciate you. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel and click the bell notifications so we can see more of each other. Until next time.